Right, we have a Transit Custom, so it's in the day for a free health check. So free health check includes walk around the vehicle, so what I like to call a bumper, the bumper check. So we go around, already see there's a scratch here and a scratch there, so you know, you can alert the customer. We're not a body shop, but we can say to the customer, you know, there's a wee ding there, there's a wee scratch, starting to rust, best taking care of it. Normally it's the bonnet that gets them all, transits as well, up on the roofs. This one is a taxi, this one taking us to the airport not too long ago, collected us from the airport as well. Very good job they did, so if anybody's looking for an airport hire, these are your people. These are your people. It takes a lot of luggage as well. Another wee kind of scratch on it there. Other than that, but no, it's pretty good on the bodywork. Interior nice as well. You can see it's actually did the whole thing there, so that might just be some transfer. You might be able to get that out. Yeah, I would need to. You can get your fingernail into it there. So yeah, so interior's in good condition. So we'll get it on the lift. So like I said, bumper to bumper check. We'll then check all the tyres, check all the brakes, suspension components, have a good look at the body underneath, your subframes, axles, you know, condition of the engine, check engine oil, check engine coolant, and top up the screen wash. Now that's a free health check. If you want to then add the diagnostic scan is £45. You get the Autel Maxis 919 here, so it is a licensed machine and it's a really good machine, so we pay a lot of money for it. So if you want to add the £45 diagnostic, you're getting basically the health check for free. So with any machine work, you know, we need to charge for that. So there you go guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully there's nothing untoward with the Transit, but always good to get your vehicle checked. Right, party people, so underneath the Transit, so you see I needed a wee extra inch there, or half inch, whatever you want to call it, just to avoid the step there. Okay, on that side, it's far enough away from it. The springs, I think, okay, they're just single lease on this one. Shocks, it's maybe had a wee leak at some point, but that can happen when they're new. Some of the technical bulletins actually tell you on new cars, you know, if you see shock absorbers with leaks, when they're brand new, it could just be that they've been overfilled, and just to check it and monitor it, get them to come back. That's obviously corroded, so it doesn't look too bad. I'm not going to scrape about it, but we know it needs done, right? So that one as well, so that little tiny brake pipe there, we just advised doing these two rear ones. The front two rears, they're just starting, so you can see they've got the coating on them to there, and then they're just starting. Is this bit coated? Right, so no idea why they coated 6 inch of it, to be honest with you, but they're a bit corroded there as well. They'll be okay for the time being, these. So you can see corrosion on the brake lines, okie doke, not a bother. The rear pads and discs are new, rear tyres are in good condition, like we say, a wee bit of corrosion on the leaf spring, but what normally happens with these is the brake here, not on this side, usually on this side to be honest with you, so very hard to see in there, but you can normally not that be swinging about if it was broken, so they look in good condition, so I think they'll be okay. So I think this possibly is your coolant, yeah, because it's a big Torneou, this will be coolant lines, aircon pipes as well, you know, to give the aircon in the back as well. This is probably your reductant tank, your AdBlue tank. That one there, that lovely AdBlue stuff. There's more of the brake lines there. I mean, you're just starting the powdery stuff on them. I actually noticed up here, but it's a bit wet. So they're fuel pipes, so I'm not sure what's happening there because they're diesel lines. So they don't look like they're leaking, but there's nothing underneath it. So I don't know if maybe somebody's changed the filter and stuff sprayed up or whatever. I've no idea. Or if somebody had a line off it when they've been bleeding it. I don't know. So I have had a wee peek in as well. And it looks like it's got a new genuine Ford sump on it, so I can see they've done a no bad job there. There's not a million ton of sealer on the outside, so that looks good. That looks good. I think the bolts are newer than that one. To be honest with you, I'm not sure if it's... Oh no, it's one up there, so maybe they didn't have enough bolts or some new ones, I don't know. Don't know. The front brake pads, they're not too bad. Right? It's hard to see into them, but I can just see, well, I can see them, but it's going to be hard on the camera. So we can see they've got the brake pads, wave indicator wire there. So we'll just let the light come on and alert the customer. Normally, you still get 5mm left when the light comes on. You can see how thick that bit of plastic is there. So unfortunately, but this needs done now. So, and I would maybe just recommend how much grease has come out of that. Just putting a CV joint kit on it. I wouldn't like to put a new boot on it. and then a month later it's rattling its head off or something. So I did hear a noise on the car, and the customer says, right, well, let's get it checked if you hear the noise. I think for what I've found anyway, I've not found any play in the pins, bushes or ball joints. Suspension arm bushes, not too bad, a bit of perishing, but not too bad. Anti-roll bar links can be difficult checking on these ramps because the suspension's pushing on this joint really, so but the ball joints here and here will seem okay. There does seem to be a bit of movement in here and in here, so for MOT wise it should be absolutely okay. So I would just leave that alone at the minute. Really the only thing I would do on this van at the moment is just this CV joint. You don't want all this stuff getting into your tyre, and that's not good, so it make a mess. So other thing I found on it was the drive shaft seal actually. Is just, if we look in here, it's quite hard, but that drive shaft seal there is leaking. If we look in there we can see it is a bit wet around the bottom of the gearbox, so yeah, so if we see here we can see the red gearbox oil. So yeah, that's really the only thing I would recommend doing just now. CV joint. Now the CV joint, I would say go aftermarket on that if we can get an OE quality. If we can't, just go to the dealer. The drive shaft seal, I would just go to the dealer. You most probably can get an aftermarket drive shaft seal, but you know, it's 66 plate, and you know, if it was something that was maybe discontinued or something like that, but we should still be able to get this genuine drive shaft seal, and we know it's proper, it fits okay. So there you go, health checks, not really revealed too much on it. We know the brake pipes could be doing with getting done soon. They're not desperately needing done then, but they're getting corroded. So they are corroded, but they're not good. They don't look like they're going to burst on us at the moment. So drive shaft, better getting that taken care of, because obviously the grease is going to go into the tyre and get a risk there with slippy tyres. You don't want that. So thanks for watching, guys. Haven't already, hit the big thumb, hit subscribe, have yourselves a great old day. Right, so look at the Transit, 030 oil, Ford WBS 950. Right, so that's the right oil fit there, MCS 950. So that's the stuff. Now this is broken off, so it had that for it, but there was no nut or anything on it, so I'm just going to cable tie it, I think, tell the guy. So I'll put a cable tie around it. Got a box of tricks, so I'll show you the oil. And so you can just see there, oil level is low, so we'll put some in, top it up. Go and park it there now, mate, will you? Man, I tell you, the old Transit Custom, it has been a fight. So the drive shaft seal wasn't too bad to get out. That's what I used, right? Just be careful you don't mark the box, right? But I used that and then a lever, because you couldn't get in just with a lever, so I needed something to pivot. So you can see the new one's pressed all the way home as well. Because grease has come out now, so we know it's all the way flush. That was the tool of choice. The CV joint, but now when I initially priced this, what they said was that whole shaft, can get you a shaft for Shaft Tech, which I can't remember the price, right, but a brand new one was cheaper. So I phoned a different supplier and they says, no, I can get a CV joint kit for that. I said, right, okay, so there's a CV joint kit. So I checked the CV joint, lined it all up, you know, looks fine. We had it out the hub, so we put it into the hub, fits the hub, so that's good, right? So then they just, no end of grief, couldn't get this to come off, it just wouldn't chap off, so I thought, we'll have a wee Google at it, you know, we'll get on the power of the line. So online, found a wee video, guy on the YouTube, he chopped here, and he'd buffed through there, right, and he says you need two people. Now that's the new clip I've already removed, obviously, the old one, so you can see, I just chopped all down there. I thought that was quicker than chopping right through that, so you soon go through the grinding disc, quick chopping right on through that. So anywho, we managed to get it off. You can see even once this was cut in half, man, that they snapped the snap ring off it, still couldn't get it to go. So, and I have checked that fits. I have greased all of that up as well, so I've put the grease in there. We'll need to put this on, don't forget to put that on, man, because once that's on, it's on then by the looks of it. So now we need to put this on here, hopefully it's all good. Put the boots on and then put it back in, put some gearbox oil in it, hopefully it's all good in the hood. Right, so that's that on, you can see all the grease coming out of there, and it is meant to float, so it's on the snap ring, that'll never come off now. You see what I had to do with that one to get it off, so make sure it's nice and clean, get these boots on, get them clamped. Right, so we've put the gearbox oil in, so shaft's all in, top, and they put a split pin in it, CV boots on, flush, yeah, CV boots on, you clamp, you put the ball joint nut in, You put the nut back in. I always let it run out till it stops dripping, right? Because it will build pressure in there. It's just a splash system, but if you overfill it, you've got a chance to be forcing it out past the seals. So we'll just replace the seals, so we don't want to damage it. So that's how I do it anyway. So there you go, guys. Should be all good in the hood. This one, we get the big cover to put back on it. There's a couple of wee bits that are damaged on it. You can see here, it's like it's come through the bit there. So one other thing I noticed on it, the sump is like brand new, but the filter looks a bit rusty. It's got a wee rust bit on it there as well. So, but that's the only thing I've noticed on it at the minute. So we'll get that gearbox plug back in. We'll get the wheels on it, we'll get it torqued. I think it's 150 Newton meters for those ones. I will double check, but there you go, guys. Haven't already, hit a big thumb, hit that big subscribe button, man. Have yourselves a great old day, okay?